Yo, yes sir, man. We live and we back. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, here today to bring you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel. Alright, we gonna get into those plays for y'all, but first, y'all know we got the lineup review. Going over my starting five from the previous day's slate, just seeing how we did and my thought process behind my plays. So we're going to get into that, and while we doing that, y'all hit the subscribe button. Please hit that like button, man. Turn the notification bell on so you can be here rocking with us every day when the video drops, all right? Let's get into it, man. Yesterday was rough. Man, what a weird slate it turned out to be. It was. I had a few lineups cash in the 20 max, but overall it was a losing day for us. I think my best lineup did like 315 in the $4.20 max, but I got my $12 single entry pulled up right here for y'all guys. If you caught the updated starting five yesterday, man, you know I went with Kevin Porter Jr., Bradley Beal, Luka Doncic. It was Maxi Kleber. I switched it to Bullock and Montrezl Harrell. All right. If you saw the original tweet and kept Kleber in a great job about. We can just talk about that right now. So Kleber at the power forward, right? I had him sliding in when I posted the starting five at like 6:35, whenever that was. But a little after that, it came out like that Bullock was starting, so I panicked. I switched Kleber out for Bullock. I added it to the tweet. Maybe you saw it. Hopefully you didn't and kept Kleber in there because he was the far better play. But I got Bullock in on my end, and he stunk it up right here. You see him down at the bottom, right at 8% on. Just gave us 11 DK points. Absolutely horrible for that power forward play. But now my point guard play at the top, Kevin Porter Jr., nothing you can do about this. So going into yesterday's slate, especially with the single entries, right? I always review my single entries just to talk strategy from y'all, all right? So the single entry yesterday, I felt like it was going to be automatic Montrezl Harrell, Luka Doncic lock for most people, and I couldn't get away from him. I was trying to find a way to get away from Luka, like trying to get this Steph, but I just thought Luka's ceiling was a little bit higher than Steph, and for only like a few more $100, I feel like Luka was a no-brainer. He gives you rebounds, assists, all the above, where Steph is just more so scoring. He has been rebounding the ball a little bit this year, but the majority of his ceiling comes from scoring. So if he has an off night shooting, there's no real way he can there's nothing else he can really do. Luka, on the other hand, if he has an off night shooter, he can give you double-digit rebounds, double-digit assists. He's involved all across the board. So I felt like he was a better pay-up option. So at the end of the day, I couldn't really get away from him, all right? Montrezl Harrell, I didn't want to get away from. 5,300 should be seeing big minutes. There was no way. Hey, listen, to the 15% of people who faded Harrell, hey, great job, man. That's the type of plays that's the type of chance that win you championships. But last night you couldn't just get. I couldn't get away from Harrell. I couldn't get away from Doncic. So I locked those two plays in. Luka came in at 68% on in this $12 single entry. Horrible night from 36. Nothing else to say. I don't even know what. I didn't watch the game, so I don't even know what happened. But just horrible night from Montrezl Harrell, of course, 86%. A lock smash button, 10x for you. Just 11x pretty much. he was a no-brainer, man. You had to play him, so had those two locked in. So immediately once I locked those two in, my thought process is how can I get different? Because as you can see by the ownership, the majority of the people in this contest had that. So I'm thinking, how can I get different? Went to the point guard. Kevin Porter, 6,700. I thought it was a fair price on him. Going against Utah Jazz, a guy who has triple double upside as well, man. He's evolved all across the board. I felt like if this game wasn't a blowout and Houston was somehow find their way in contention in this matchup, him and Christian Wood had something to do with it. I wanted to go Kevin Porter Jr. because he was a lot cheaper. But right here, we just got unlucky. I got him at 2% on. Great. He sprained his ankle, though. Only played 18 minutes. There's nothing you can do about that. Those things happen, man. Those nights happen. So I'm not upset about this. Wish he hadn't got hurt. Maybe they could have been a little closer and he definitely would have gave us some more fantasy points. If he could have had a nice performance at this 2%, that definitely would have vaulted us up the leaderboard. But 12 fantasy points from him. I think I said he only played 18 minutes, sprained his ankle. He was done for the game. There's nothing you can do about that. Injuries happen, all right? Shooting guard. I wanted to go Bradley Beal. There's two things I believe in for some of my newer subscribers, man. And those two things are Donovan Mitchell playing point is an elite fantasy option. Is an elite fantasy option, and Bradley Beal playing point is an elite fantasy option. So I want to get the Bradley Beal in this matchup against the Atlanta Hawks. With Dinwiddie being out, Raul Neto moving into the starting lineup, that's cool. I knew Bradley Beal would still be running point a lot of the times. He would be doing mainly the ball handling duties. He didn't do it as much as I thought, which is why he didn't have a bigger performance, but still a very solid effort from Bradley Beal right here at 9,200. 51 DK points, one of the top scores on yesterday's slate. I knew you were gonna have to add another star in there with Luka. I tried to get the Steph too, but I didn't like the way the rest of my build was. I didn't like the plays I had to fit in going Steph and Luka. So I wanted to pay down a little bit the bill, as I felt like he could he could score right up there with the Lukas and the Stephs of the world, being that there was no Dinwiddie and he probably would be playing point a little more. That was my thought process. But we got him at 25%, 51 points from a very solid effort from Bradley Beal as they beat the Hawks. Now, we went through Bullock, whatever, and we went through my center. Finishing out my lineup, I went Daniel Tice right here. Like I said, once this was Kleber originally, but once he was ruled out, I had to pivot somewhere, and Bullock was not power forward eligible. So I just went to Daniel Tyson at 3%, hoping that he would get the 28 minutes he saw the previous game and he could give us a slight double-double opportunity. Didn't work out in my favor. At 3% on, he only gave us 11 DK points. Absolutely horrible from Daniel Tyson. Finishing out the lineup, Tyrese Maxey at 5,800. I knew it was question marks over there with Shake Milton coming back in this matchup against the Pistons. I didn't think Milton would come back and go right into a full workload. I thought Maxey still would be the primary guy, see the bulk of the minutes, and he did. It was a crazy game. They got a big lead, pulled all the starters out. Detroit came back, so they had to bring the starters back out. But nonetheless, Tyrese Maxey, I was trying to get different. I knew people would not be going to him. Got him at 1.5%. Very solid effort from Maxey. Gave us right at 36 DK points. And then my last play, Dwight Powell. Figure he could see a few more minutes with no Boban. My bad. With no Boban, I figured he could see a few extra minutes, but he did at 3,700, got him at 21% on, just 17 DK points. Not good enough on yesterday's slate, man. Cash line was super low yesterday. I think it was like 293, 294 in this single entry. We still a ways off. Just a bad lineup, a little bad luck, and just trying to get too different on a small slate yesterday. You see my ownership 1, 3, 1, 7. I just got a little too different around the Luka and Montrezl Harrell, and plus Luka bombing did not help at all. Just an overall rough day. You're gonna have days like this in DFS, man. I'm gonna post the good and the bad. I don't run from no work, baby. If I did good, you gonna see it. If I did bad, you gonna see it. So yesterday was a bad day. I'm just showing you I'm true to my plays. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm playing what I'm giving you. You see the results right here. All right? But let's put that day behind us, man. We going to have bad days. It's Friday. Let's get the weekend started off on a good note. Let's see what I can get for y'all today, man. Let's get back to some money, all right? Coming in at point guard, listen. Today's slate, it's a ton of injury news we're going to be waiting on, guys. This is going to get chaotic. It has a potential to get chaotic before lock. If we don't get all the news at 3 o'clock with the first update, this could be coming out late. Like yesterday's core, you guys, you have to be tuned in. So I gave you the core at 6:30 yesterday. News came out. I was scrambling. I didn't really get a chance to update the Bullock play till late. You're going to have to be on your P's and Q's, guys. I may get, because I try to get a core out 30 minutes before lock. I can do that today and guarantee you something might change around 7, close about 10 minutes before lock. You're going to have to be quick on your feet. It's not set it and forget it in NBA basketball, man. And trust me, if that news come out 10 minutes before lock, you probably won't get an update from me because I'm going to be scrambling, trying to adjust my lineups and fix it for the news. So be aware that you want that last 30 minutes from like 6:30. You want to take it from like 6:30 to like 7:30 just to be free, focusing on all the news, because that's when you get a lot of news. A lot of people forget, like once 7 o'clock hit, they just forget about it for the night. You got to stay locked in because you still got later games. And tonight, you're going to have later games that's probably still be waiting on news after lock. So you're going to have to be locked in, all right? But then we get that out the way. Let's get into the play. At the top, it's probably going to be Russell Westbrook for me, man. Waiting on that LeBron news. AD is still questionable. He should play. I think they may sit LeBron out one more game, especially going against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't know. But if LeBron is out, man, it's just going to be Westbrook for me. It just hands down. Like I said, now if LeBron plays, we'll revisit it. But right now, anticipating LeBron still just taking another game just to be safe. We'll see how the news goes. But I like Westbrook right now at the point guard, all right? Y'all know I don't got to go into detail about triple-double machine. It's, if LeBron is out, just put in Westbrook, all right? Shooting guard. I want to look at Chris Duarte here. Now, Malcolm Brogdon is out tonight. Already confirmed. We know that. A lot of people are going to go to TJ McConnell. I'm okay with that. TJ McConnell, he's a solid play. He assists the ball well. We've seen TJ McConnell start and give slate winning performances. So if you want to go TJ McConnell route, I'm okay with that. But the guy I'm gonna look to is Chris Duarte, and here's why. They're going against this Brooklyn Nets team. They're undoubtedly gonna need scoring. TJ McConnell is more of a facilitator. You know, he's an assist guy. He's a rebound guy, steal guy. He's a scrappy guy. He's not really looking to score. Even when he comes off the bench and playing with the second team, he doesn't really look to score. I want to look to Chris Duarte right there because he's a scorer. Now, we do got Karis LeVert questionable. That could affect this play if Karis LeVert plays, but I don't anticipate him if he plays getting a full workload. So I'm still gonna be locked in on Chris Duarte because he's one of the scorers for this starting Pacers unit. He's taking about 15 shots a game, right? So now you get Brogdon out, a guy who was averaging right at 20 shots a game. You get a guy in TJ McConnell coming in who's not going to be looking for his shot. So the two main scorers on this Pacers starting lineup is going to be Sabonis and Duarte. We know Miles Turner don't really look for his offense. So I think the scoring falls on Duarte and Sabonis. So you could easily see Duarte's shot attempts go from about 15 average to easily over 20. And he's a solid shooter, man. If he gets hot, he can give you a big return on this $5,500 price tag. And I like going here because him and TJ McConnell are the same price on DraftKings. So a lot of people are probably going to go to TJ McConnell. I want to look to pivot from that and go Chris Duarte. I think he can be in line for a big performance against these Brooklyn Nets, all right? Coming in at small forward, have no problem going right back to Nicholas Batum. 4,000 should be in the starting lineup, should be seeing 25 plus minutes. No Morris over here. He's a very solid contributor, man. Just get you some Nicholas Batum at 4,000. One of the better value plays on today's slate. Now coming in at power forward, I'm going Aaron Gordon here because Nikola Jokic is questionable, right? I'm going Aaron Gordon because I like him if Jokic plays. I love him if Jokic doesn't play. I want to go to Aaron Gordon here because the last two games, we've seen his shot volume increase, and that's what I like. The first two games, he only took like 6 shot attempts in both games. The last two, he's taking 14 and 13 shot attempts. That's what I like to see. That means he's trying to assert himself offensively a little bit. And if he's going to shoot double-digit times, he obviously offers a nice double upside at this 5K. And if Jokic is out, I guarantee those shot attempts are going to go up even more, man. Aaron Gordon's a solid fantasy producer. He has been in the past. His role is just different over here with the Nuggets, but he's put up big performances in the past back when he played with the Magic. And I think if no Jokic here, I would like JaMychal Green as well. I have no problem playing both for Aaron Gordon and JaMychal Green if Jokic is out. But I'm going Aaron Gordon with the starting 5 because I like him either way, whether Jokic plays or he doesn't. All right, get you some Aaron Gordon tomorrow. And coming in at center, just give me the big man, Jonas Valanciunas. He has been solid, been killing down low for the Pelicans. Playing big minutes, and he gets a juicy matchup with the Sacramento Kings. Now, we just saw the other night, I told y'all I played Aiden. You see what he did to the Sacramento Kings front court. Valanciunas could do the same thing, man. Rashawn Holmes is a smaller center, man. Valanciunas should be able to have his way with him down there. I'm expecting another big double from Valanciunas. 8,500. The price is up on him, but I don't think it's up too high, especially for this matchup against the Kings. Get you some Jonas Valanciunas, all right? There you have it, man. My starting five for DraftKings: Russell Westbrook, Chris Duarte, Nicholas Batum, Aaron Gordon, and Jonas Valanciunas. Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm liking for y'all over there, all right? Hey, hit that like button if you haven't done it already. At the top, you see it. I'm going the same thing I rolled out the other day that help us cash over here on FanDuel. Give me Dame Lillard and Russell Westbrook. Dame Lillard is criminally too cheap. I don't care. The game got out of hand last game. He gave you like 40 fantasy points. And he still didn't shoot the ball as good as Dame Lillard can shoot it. And the game got out of hand. He didn't get any closing run. I'm going back to him against the Los Angeles Clippers. Finally, hopefully, he can get in a more tightly contested game and really see his full run. And with him finding his offense last game, I like Dame Lillard in this spot, 8,400. 100% on Damian Lillard. Just play him, man. I don't care what the ownership is. You got to play Dame Lillard at 8,400. Russell Westbrook, slightly cheap over here on FanDuel. Just anticipating LeBron being out, trying to get access to that triple-double ceiling from Russell Westbrook, man. Love him at 9,400. My winning backcourt over here on FanDuel. This probably won't change right here unless LeBron plays. So Damian Lillard is not changing. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't care what news comes out. Damian Lillard is in the starting five for FanDuel, hands down. Russell Westbrook may if LeBron comes back, things of that nature, but like Russell Westbrook as well. Coming in small forward, I'm going right back to Chris Duarte. I'm hoping ownership is down on him. I'm hoping everybody wants to TJ McConnell and go that route because Chris Duarte could have a big performance in here. This could be a game you could see a ceiling type performance from Chris Duarte if LeVert is out to go along with Brogdon, man. I'm expecting a big performance from this young kid right here. I like him at this $5,600 price tag on FanDuel. Coming in at power forward, rolling Nicholas Batum out over here, $4,600, man. Still cheap enough over here for me on FanDuel. Nice value. Going against the Portland Trail Blazers. Should be one of the high total games on the slate. Like getting the Batum in this matchup with no Morris, all right? And coming out of the center, you already knew who it was. Jonas Valanciunas, man. Just give him to me across both sites. Slightly cheaper over here on FanDuel. You got to love it, man. I just think he's a lock and load play tomorrow, man. Again, against the Sacramento Kings who have that. Rashawn Holmes is not the answer. I'm going to tell you right now. If he gets the majority of the minutes, Valanciunas might have 30 points, 25 boards. I'm telling you right now, man. Get you some Jonas Valanciunas, my favorite center play for tomorrow across both sites, all right? There you have it, man. My starting five for FanDuel: Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, Chris Duarte, Nicholas Batum, and Jonas Valanciunas, man. Get some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm going to have them in mind, all right? That's going to do it for us here today. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions, man. Y'all green up. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.